Alright, so to continue with the bathroom and get this wrapped up, we're going to do some lights. And the lights actually, let's see here, are at lightinguniverse.com, and I'll supply this link as well. And we're going to do this double light for the vanity. And let me just click on that and just look at it. It's not too big. It's like about 15 inches wide from this part right here to this part, and about 6 inches high here. So big enough for our bathroom, and definitely give enough light when we go to that part. So let's set it up for modeling. So let's see here. Let's right click and unhide all. And let's go over to this part right here and set up some tape measures. I'm going to go, what was it, 11 inches? I don't know, I already forgot already. It is 11 inches, yeah, almost 12 inches wide. So let's actually just do that. So 12 inches, we'll just set it right there. And 6 inches up. So from there up. Alright, so I'm going to go back and get a box. And remember that one part is the longer, so what we're going to do is just take this and just do something like that. Give it a little bit of height on it and find it out here. And we'll go into this view and kind of like line it up with the back here. Alright. And I can hide pretty much everything else. I'm going to hide all of this, and yeah, we'll just hide it all and just focus on this guy for now. Hit F3 so I can actually see the shaded version. Give it a gray material, and I think that is pretty good. F3 so I can see my, F4 so I can see my edges. And let's do it. We're going to convert this to an editable poly. We're going to use Turbo Smooth on this one. Do a ring, connect of 2. We're going to pinch it towards the end here, about 97. Ring through here, connect about 97. And through here, I'm going to do a ring, connect of 1, because we're going to delete the back, slide it towards the front. Like so. Now we'll just select the polygon back here and delete that. And we can just leave that, that's fine. And if we apply a Turbo Smooth to this, F4, that's what we've got. That looks good. Okay, but I'm going to just turn that off for now. Alright, so that's the plate of it. So I'm going to click on this. So that's that part back here. So let's create this long part right here. Let's go back to max. We're just going to use this same thing. Take that, click OK. I'm actually going to name these as I go. It's a lot quicker that way. We'll call it bath light back. Alright, we'll take this, call it bath light rod. Why not? Alrighty, so I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to use the vertices instead of just scaling it. I'll go something like that. Bring that off here, and actually I'm going to actually take it all the way to the length here, and I'm going to center this up around that, like so. Alright, so we should have that. Alright, if I look at this drawing, it's just sitting off the back of it some. So I'm actually going to give it a little more thickness, something like that. And I'll just slide this to hit the back right there, because I don't necessarily see how it's put together. So I'm just going to use it like that for now. That should do it fairly well. Alright, we're going to look. We have some boxes that are sitting off of it here. So let's create those. Using the same method, I'm going to shift drag this out. We'll just call it bathlight holder. Sure, that'll work. And the vertices, I will make it a bit thicker. Lower for this, like a box. And you know what, I might actually have to create a new one for that, because simply because, well, you won't necessarily see the back still. But to be on the safe side, let's just recreate a box here. And look at that picture. Not very big, so about like this. Give it about the same height as the rest of it, kind of make it square. And bring it into place. Alright, look at my picture. Hit M, get that gray material. It doesn't look exactly square, and if it is, it's just a picture. So I'm gonna make it 1.75 by 1.75 all the way, something like that. That should do it. Right click and convert that. We'll call it bathlight holder. Actually put it 01. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Ring select all of this and do a connect to. Go all the way like that. So ring select, connect, okay, and ring select, connect, like that. And that should do it. Put a turbo smooth on that. And now we have that, F4. Looks good. I'll bring it off the back, like that. Look at our picture. Okay. Looks pretty decent. Just want to make it a little bigger. Maybe a little flatter. Alright, looking at our picture again. I'm just going to take this off here. I'm going to the vertices here. Just take it over a little bit. I could have easily just extruded up the top, but this will be fine. Okay, turbo smooth that. You can see we have that little top part there. It looks like it actually comes across a little bit more than that. So I'm just going to go over like so, like that. And in the back, do that too. Okay, so we have that. And the light is basically the same thing. So I'm going to shift drag this up. Alright, there, let's sit on top of it. And we'll call this bath light 01. F4 so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to delete the turbo smooth off of this one. Just take that. I'm going to extrude it down. Click OK. Look at it, and it looks like it's got a little bit of an angle here. So in my front view, I'm just going to take this like that. Give it a little bit of an angle like so. Look at my lights a little bit taller too. So I'm going to bring it up pretty good ways, about like so. And separate that out a little bit like that. You can look at it there. Looks pretty good. Alright, now what I want to do is make sure that it doesn't look too bad with this, because we have this right here that's not necessarily scaled out correctly. So I'm just going to scale that just a little bit so that it goes straight out. And now that does. Alright. select this edge, do a ring selection, and connect. Okay. And let's hit a turbo smooth on and see if this works. It kind of gives us a rounded look up there, like that, which is not exactly what we want. Alright, what I want it to do is to have it a little bit more so here. So I'm going to ring select that, do a connect, like that. And then I'm going to do it on this side, ring select, and connect, like that. And then when I add a turbo smooth on it, you can see it looks much better, like so. Alright, and now what I'm going to do is take these three pieces and just bring them over here, like that. Line them up, and we have that. Look at my light, it looks about right. Okay, the only thing is this part right here. Now I can extrude that to make that, you know, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and see what I've done here. I think the easiest thing now, without having to extrude or do anything like that, is to just take one of these pieces and just call it bath light rod end 01. And we'll just do that. Let's turn that 90 degrees. I'm going to put this into place right here. Something like that. I'm just going to lower it to where it needs to be. Something like that. And I'm going to make sure that it's about the size it needs to be. Bring it back here. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to center the pivot on that. Bring one over here. Click OK. Make sure that it's on there. Okay, I'm going to click this, turn that back on, and then when I look at everything, it looks like the light. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just turn on that, but I'm going to turn down the iterations of everything, bump it up to 2. On the bath light back, I'm going to do the same thing on the rod. This right here. All of this stuff. And lastly, on the lights themselves, it's like that. I'm then going to group this, let Max save, group it, and call it bathroom light underscore group, just like that. And then when I say unhide all, no, we have that light there, which will give ample enough light for this bathroom, seeing as how it's so small. And with that, our bathroom is pretty much complete. Now all we have to do is add the accessories, like a towel bar right here, you know, a place for the toilet paper next to the toilet, and you know, maybe a towel hanging over here. So all that will come in the last vids of this DVD. So as far as the bathroom is concerned, with the major parts, we're done. So I'll see you in the next vids where we continue with the extra details.